Before you scroll away, let me ask you something honestly. Have you ever known exactly what you wanted to say in English, but the moment you opened your mouth, everything disappeared? Your heart starts racing. Your mind goes blank. And suddenly, you feel small, embarrassed, and stuck. Because 5 months ago, that person was me. My name is Jake. I'm 26 years old, I'm from Brazil, and not long ago, I couldn't even say how are you in English without overthinking every single word. Full sentences felt impossible. Conversations felt terrifying. English wasn't just hard for me, it felt like a wall standing between me and the life I wanted. Today, I speak English fluently. Not because I'm special. Not because I'm talented. And definitely not because I paid for expensive courses or moved to an English-speaking country. I'm sharing this because this is not just my story. This is your story too. If you've ever felt frustrated, stuck, or ashamed of your English, stay with me. Because I was exactly where you are right now. And if you follow this journey until the end, step by step, you'll know exactly how to change your English and your future. Let me take you back to the moment everything broke and everything changed. I had always dreamed of working for an international company. My goal was clear: become a software engineer at a major tech company. I loved coding. I was good at it. I worked day and night, pushing myself harder than anyone around me. After years of effort, my moment finally came. I applied to a large company in the United States. One morning, I opened my email and saw the words, "Congratulations! You have been selected for an interview." My heart exploded with excitement. I imagined my new life, working with brilliant people, earning a great salary, building a future I was proud of. And then, the interview started. I joined the Zoom call. 3 interviewers appeared on my screen. Native English speakers. They smiled and started talking. And suddenly, it felt like someone had pressed fast forward on their voices. I couldn't understand them. My palms were sweating. My heart was pounding. Then came the first question. "Jake, can you tell us about yourself and your experience in software development?" I knew the answer. I had practiced it in my head hundreds of times. But my mouth betrayed me. Yes. I am, software. I do coding, many projects. I am very good. Silence. That silence felt heavier than anything I had ever experienced. They asked another question. I froze again. At the end, one interviewer smiled politely and said, "All right, Jake. Thank you for your time." I knew what that meant. I didn't fail because I wasn't skilled. I didn't fail because I wasn't smart. I failed because I couldn't speak English. That day, I understood something painful but powerful. English wasn't just a language. It was the key to my dreams, and I didn't have that key. That night, I felt ashamed. Angry. Disappointed in myself. For years, I had told myself, I don't need English. My skills are enough. But the truth hit me hard. Without English, I was invisible. So I made a decision. I would learn English and I would learn it fast. Most people, when they decide to learn English, do the same thing first: they pay for expensive courses. I didn't. Why? Because I had already tried that path and it failed me. A year earlier, I had paid for online English classes. The teacher gave me vocabulary lists, grammar rules, exercises. After 3 months, I still couldn't hold a real conversation. That's when I realized something important: learning English is not about studying more. It's about practicing differently. So I created my own system. A system built for real life. Part 1, the first 15 days. Most beginners think they need more words. I thought the same. I believed that if I learned 1,000 new words, fluency would magically appear. But the truth was uncomfortable. I already knew hundreds of words, and I still couldn't speak. So for the first 15 days, I didn't learn a single new word. Instead, I focused on something far more powerful, using what I already knew. First, I created what I call a survival sentence list. I asked myself a simple question: what do I actually need to say every day? I wrote down 50 simple sentences, things like, can you repeat that? I don't understand, I'm learning English, can I have a coffee, please? Every morning, I read these sentences out loud. Not once. Not twice. 10 times. At first, my tongue felt heavy and slow. But after 5 days, these sentences became automatic. Second, I started speaking to myself in English. Everywhere. All the time. In the shower, I said, I'm taking a shower. The water is hot. I feel relaxed. While cooking, I'm making eggs. I like eggs. They're easy to cook. At first, I felt ridiculous. Then I realized something powerful: this was my private classroom. No judgment. No fear. Third, I practiced 5 sentences a day, but the right way. I took sentences from movies or real conversations and copied them exactly. Same emotion. Same speed. Same pronunciation. After 15 days, something incredible happened. I stopped translating in my head. I could speak basic sentences without thinking. My confidence started to grow. But that was only the foundation. Part 2, real practice begins. I didn't want basic English. I wanted real conversations. I wanted speed. Flow. Confidence. That's when I created the question-answer method. Every day, I asked myself simple questions and answered them immediately, without overthinking. What did you do today? My answers started short, then grew longer. Each time, I added details. This trained my brain to think in English naturally. I combined this with the echo technique. I listened to native speakers and repeated their sentences exactly: tone, rhythm, emotion. Day after day, my pronunciation transformed. For vocabulary, I stopped memorizing lists. Instead, I used stories. 5 new words a day. 1 short story using all 5 words. Read it out loud. Use the words in real life. After 3 months, I had learned over 1,000 words without forcing myself to memorize anything. I also trained my brain to think in English by describing my surroundings, writing daily journals, and setting one strict rule: every single day, I must use English for at least 2 hours. No excuses. Part 3, the breakthrough. As my confidence grew, I noticed something else. English wasn't just about words, it was about structure. The English taught in schools often isn't the English people actually speak. So I started observing. Listening. Asking why. Why do people say I've been learning English for 5 months instead of I am learning? Why on the bus but in the car? I didn't study grammar from books. I absorbed it from real usage. I pushed myself further, shadowing videos, repeating movies line by line, speaking without fear. And slowly, something changed. One day, I looked at myself in the mirror and spoke English without hesitation. No translation. No fear. The words just flowed. That's when I knew. 5 months after starting, I applied for my dream job again. This time, I walked into the interview confident. Calm. In control. I didn't just speak English, I owned it. A few days later, my phone rang. Jake, congratulations. You got the job. My salary? $5,000 a month. I cried. I called my parents. With my first salary, I bought my father a watch and my mother a gold necklace. That moment made every struggle worth it.